guys, welcome back to my channel. So today this video is going to be all about my new Fitbit HR is the full name of it, which is very long. I've been wanting to make a video about my Fitbit for a while. I'm going to talk a little bit and then I'm going to go grab it because it's charging. And I'm going to show you guys how it works, what it does. I'm going to show you guys the app, and I'll have a little video over here, with a little screen recording of me using the app. Since I got my Fitbit, which I got it for Easter, sorry, everyone is texting in a group message, and it's on my computer too. Ever since I got it for Easter, it has been like something that I use daily, like every day, all day, like it has just become a part of my like daily routine, like every day. And I feel like weird without it. Like when I have to charge it, like I feel so weird. I do want to say it lasts days. Like mine wasn't even like dead or anything. I just wanted to charge it because I'm going not home for the next like 2 days. Oh my god, I need to turn that off. Okay, sorry, I had to turn that off. But it lasts a really long time, the battery, so that is really convenient, and I will show you guys how it charges. It's really cool actually in a second. So this is the box. I literally kept the packaging that it came in. This is the box it came in. So the Fitbit HR, I think this is like a newer one, or like the newest one. And then I got it for small. My wrists are really small, so I got it in the small. I know they have like a large size, I think. And this one came with 3 different bands. So it came with black, gray, and this like light pink. And I had this light pink on for about like, I want to say a week and a half, and then it just like got dirty and I didn't know how to clean it. So I put the black one on, and I've had the black one on for a while. But I think it's really cool that you can switch the band out. It's super easy to switch it out, and I'll show you guys that too. So I will read you guys what it says it does, and I know that it does this stuff because I've used it for like a month now. It's been like almost a month. So it long battery life, battery up to 7 days. I haven't tested that because anytime mine gets to like a quarter of the way before it dies, I charge it. But 7 days is a long time for a battery to last, so that's amazing. It tracks your resting heart rate, it tracks your calories, it tracks your sleep if you wear it to bed. It'll tell you like throughout the night when you are in light sleep, deep sleep, or REM, or when you're awake. And it explains, you can like click a button where it explains like what each sleep thing means and why you need it, etc. And I'll show you guys that in the app. If you connect it to the app on your phone, your text will pop up on it, which is kind of convenient if you don't feel like, you know, like answering your text right away, but you kind of want to see what it says, but you don't feel like reaching for your phone. You just look at your watch. Your watch turns on, like, it's almost like a phone automatically. Like, if you go like this, sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it works. It'll just turn on the display, and you get to choose your display actually when you start it up. My display has the time and my resting heart rate. Yours can just be the time, or it can be the time and the resting heart rate, and then you can also choose if you want it horizontal or vertical on the watch. So it's really cool, but I like to see my resting heart rate right away when I look at the watch. You can put all the food that you eat into the app, which is really cool because it tracks how many calories you burn. Not just like exercising, but like you burn like I'm burning calories just sitting here talking, you know what I mean? And it tracks those calories. So it just tracks all your calories, and then you can keep track of the calories you eat, and you can compare and see how many calories you burned to how many calories you ate. You can track water, which has been a huge thing for me for the past month. I've been trying to set goals for myself for water. Some days I meet them, some days I don't, but I have been drinking a lot more water, and I think that has helped me feel better, helped my anxiety. Water is just a good thing. And it also sends you little reminders like, you should go walk or get some steps in. It tracks your steps. You can set a reminder for it to tell you like, oh, like it's time to start getting ready for bed, or oh, it's bedtime. Like you can set reminders and stuff on it too. It does everything. The reason I am very, very into a Fitbit is I'm just very into health in general, and I like to see like that kind of stuff. I like to see how many calories my body is burning and what kinds of foods I'm putting into my body, and I like to see that I'm drinking, like today, like, oh, I drank a lot of water today, like that's good, like, or like I didn't drink enough water yesterday, so today I need to, you know, step it up and drink more water. Or you know, I didn't take enough. I only took with steps, like they recommend 10,000 steps a day. That's like a recommendation from some, like, it's like a national recommendation. It's like 10,000 steps, and I never ever reached 10,000 steps. I haven't been back to working out yet, so I think when I start working out I can get to 10,000 steps. But yeah, I really just like to keep track of my heart rate, especially for my anxiety, because when I get anxious I like to see what my heart rate is. I'm just like to monitor it. And I also do like to look at my sleep. I think that's really important to see how you're sleeping, because I can tell if I've had a bad night of sleep. Like I can look at it and be like, oh, that's why, like I didn't get enough deep sleep, or like I was waking up all the time. And it's really, really easy to set up on your phone. So I'm gonna go grab it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'll show you guys how it works. I will show you the app recording over here. Well, I won't be on the screen. I'll just be like voicing over the app thing. So that's how that's gonna work. So I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so it has the basic like plug that like phones have and like all things have, so you can plug this into like an adapter that goes into the wall or your computer, or some like wall plugs actually have this type of thing in it now, which is really cool. And then the other side looks like this, and these little dots line up with these dots right here, and you just line it up. You like open this up, line it up, and it'll charge it. So this is what mine looks like. I have the black band on, and it's really easy to take off. There's a little silver button right here. You squeeze it and you pull up, and you can take off the bands and switch them. And then to put it on, you just go from the top and you push down, and you hear that click, and it's on. And this is what my display looks like. If you want to get your display on, you can either do the thing where you put your wrist up to your face, or you can double tap it, which sometimes, like, I don't know why it just doesn't want to do it. But this is my display. It's not going to show you guys. It has the time, and then obviously no heart rate because it's not on me. And I know it's hard to see because of the lighting. I need to make sure this is the right way. It goes this way. Okay. So that's how I had my display, and my display is horizontal. The vertical one was like weird to me, but that might be something that you're interested in. So that's something you can customize yourself when you start it up. And I will show you guys when you tap it what each screen is, and then I will go ahead and go onto the app and do a voiceover and show you guys the app. So the first screen is The first screen for me, which you can set up, is the time and my resting heart rate, which is really higher than normal. It's 93. Usually my resting heart rate is around 60 something. So I don't know why my heart rate's so high. Maybe because I'm like talking and I just got up and walked, so that could be it too. Yeah, it's going down. The next, if you tap it again, it tells you how many steps you've taken. I've only taken 753 today, which is not a lot at all. Again, it's recommended that you have 10,000 steps a day, but what can you do? The next one, it'll show your resting heart rate again, so you don't have to have it on your display because you can click to see it, but I like to see mine right away, as I told you guys. But it will show your resting heart rate again. The next screen shows how many miles you've walked, like according to your steps. So I've walked 0.31 miles, so like a third of a mile almost. Then the next screen shows how many calories you burned, which I've burned 762, and it's so crazy because I'll wake up and like I didn't realize this until I had the Fitbit and I wore it to bed, and I woke up and this resets every night at midnight. I wanted to say that too. every night at midnight just resets, and I wake up around like 9 and I've burned 500 some calories every single morning. And that's just like sleeping. Like I'm sleeping and I'm burning calories. So you just like, I knew like you burned calories when you slept, but like it's crazy how many calories you burn just by like doing simple things. And like, I don't know, it just like blew my mind, and that was like something I thought was really cool. The next screen shows how many minutes of like physical like activity that you're doing. So there's a difference between like, or like exercise. There's a difference between like, taking like walking around your house, like whatever, and then like, lifting and or running, or actually participating in exercise. So mine obviously says 0 because I have not done any of that. 0 minutes, and then you click it again, it goes back to your home screen, and then it'll just turn off. It's pretty sleek with the black. The pink was really cute too. It's not like too like bulky or big. I really don't notice that it's there anymore. I feel weird if it's not on me actually, because I've had it on for so long, for like almost a month, so I'm just so used to it. So yeah, the box will come with the charger. If you get this one, it'll come with 3 bands. The gray band is really pretty too. I'll probably change it to that soon. And then it comes with like instructions and stuff, but I looked on YouTube on how to set it up, and it's really, really easy. So I'm going to show you guys the app now and switch over. Okay guys, so hopefully the audio with the screen recording works, but as you can see, I have my xoxo HR connected. It's really easy to connect it. I obviously can't show you guys how to connect a device because I already connected mine, but it's super easy, and if you need help, just check a YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and click mine, and you can, when you set it up, you can click which hand or which wrist you want it on and which hand you're dominant in, I guess. You can click alarms, if you want notifications, if you want reminders to move. I have mine on, and mine will like periodically through the day like tell me to like get up and move. You can set up all this stuff. The heart rate is auto, so it automatically detects my heart rate. Main goal, I guess I never really set this up because mine would probably be calories burned rather than steps, so I'm gonna, I don't know, change that. And then yeah, so you set yours up how you want to set it up, and then this is what your screen is gonna look like. So up at the top left corner, you can see your battery. So as you can see, I just charged mine, so it's pretty much fully charged, and it's green, so it's looking good. And then you see in the middle, it's a big circle, and it shows how many steps you've taken. As I said before, I've taken 782 steps today. Then there's 3 little circles. Again, I showed you guys. You can see these things on your actual watch. The miles that you've walked according to the steps you've taken, the calories you burned, and the minutes you've exercised. Then you get down to the stuff that you can't see on your watch, but the stuff that your watch can measure or that you can input yourself. So the first thing is sleep. So I'll go ahead and click mine and show you guys how it works. So this is like an overview of how much sleep I've gotten over the week. And you can click each day to see your sleep. So I'll go to last night. So last night, it'll say today, and it says I got 7 hours and 40 minutes of sleep. So I'm going to click it. It tells you when you went to sleep. So I went to sleep at 12:07 a.m. and I woke up at 8:50 a.m. And so it shows you that the pinkish reddish one means that you were awake. The light blue is REM, the darker blue is light, and the darkest blue is deep sleep. So it shows me when I've been in light sleep, deep sleep, REM, and you can also, if you go down, you can see benchmarks, and you can see if you're in the percentage of like what you should be in. So last night I was in each percentage, so that's good. And then you go farther down, it shows you when you went to bed and when you woke up. If you have other questions, you can click the actual picture of like the sleep, and at the bottom it tells you that you go through different stages of sleep, and then it goes through each different stage of sleep. So it goes from awake, it says you're awake. It's typical to be awake from 10 to 30 minutes each night. Obviously I was awake longer than that. Talks about REM sleep, light sleep, and deep sleep. So if you're interested in that, you can look at that as well. And then you just go back. So that's what I look at that every day just to check my sleep and make sure that, or see how much deep sleep I was getting, how much REM I was getting, how much light sleep. The next one over is steps, and see these little dots are hours, and they'll turn red if you've reached 250 steps in that hour. So that's like the goal kind of that Fitbit sets, and I don't know if you can change that or not, but I guess at 10 a.m. I reached 250 steps, and I think that's because I went to Giant to fill a prescription, so I was like walking. But you can click it, and you can see through the days how, like, when you reach 250 steps, so, and like how many hours out of 9 hours where you reached 250 steps. So yeah, that's just going through the steps. And then the next one is water. I've only drank 16 fluid ounces, which is 2 glasses or whatever. I have a bottle that holds 3 cups of water, so it gives you 3 options. It gives you 8 fluid ounces, 16, and 24. So if you drank 24 fluid ounces of water, you can just go ahead and click that bottle and that'll add to it. And then it also keeps track of, you know, your water intake each week, each day. So as you can see, on Tuesday I drank 72 fluid ounces of water. On Wednesday I left my Fitbit at my friend's house, so I didn't get to log my water, so that's why it says 0. If it ever says 0, like, that's false, like I left it somewhere or I just forgot to log it. But yeah, I try to get to 74, but it never really happens. I get pretty high up there sometimes, though, and I am pretty proud of myself, so I need to drink some more water. Next is calories and food. So this is super cool. This will show you, so it'll show you if you're in the zone, under, over, and then the blue, like, what color is that? Like the last one where it says calories out, that's how many calories you've burned. So it'll keep track of that, and then it'll compare it to how many calories you put into the app that you've eaten, and then it'll tell you if you've eaten more than you've burned or if you've eaten less than you've burned in that day. So far I've eaten 665 calories, and so far I've burned 775 calories. So I'm under my calories out. The next thing shows macronutrients. So right now, today, so far, I've had 36% carbs, 48% fat, and 16% protein. And it'll show my breakfast and my lunch, which is false. I don't actually like put them in the breakfast and lunch. I kind of just let the app do it. But I actually had the eggs for breakfast, and I had where it says whole grain oat cereal, that's Cheerios. I had that for lunch, and the milk for lunch. So yeah, and then you can see every day if like it'll show you, like, Thursday I was over, Wednesday I was way under. That's because I left my Fitbit again at my friend's house, so I only entered some information. And then it'll show you how many calories you ate each day. And it'll show you, so this week my average calorie intake was 1,500. Last week it was 1,500. The week before it was really high, it was 1,900. So I don't really I'm not really obsessed with calorie tracking and stuff like that. I'm more interested in, you know, eating healthy and making sure I'm putting good food into my body. I don't mind if I go over the calories that I've burned. I don't mind if I've eaten over 2,000 calories. Like, I just don't care. That's not something I'm worried about. The next thing shows your heart rate, which literally you can just find your heart rate anywhere. If you want to find your heart rate, look at your watch, look at your app, like, it's everywhere. So right now mine is 74. It was just 75. And then under it shows your average. So my average is 62, which I was telling you guys earlier. It's usually in the 60s. And then over, you have your weight, and every day I usually weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself the past, like, day or 2 days. So yeah, you can see I've went from 120 to 118, back to 120 to 119. So I've been 119 for a while now, since April 11th, and it's like April 20 something. I don't know the date, but it's like at the end of April. So my weight really hasn't changed. But if it does change, all you have to do is click this little plus sign in the right hand corner, and it'll tell the date. So it's April 20th, Friday, and then you put your weight in and you push save. So I will weigh myself in a little bit. I usually weigh myself in the morning. That way, it's just more accurate in the morning. So yeah, but I will weigh myself today and go ahead and put that in there, and it just tracks your weight, and yes. So the last thing is track exercise, which I will get into once summer this month ends. I will get back into exercise. I'm gonna join my gym again and start exercising. So yeah, it'll track how long you've walked, your average beats per minute when you exercise, and the calories you burned. I think this was a different day. This was like I actually went on a walk, and like a long walk, and yeah, so that's what that is. So it tracks your exercise, which I don't do. And then you can edit this and move these around. Like if you want your heart rate up at the top, then you can do that. If you want like the steps you don't really care about, so you can put that at the bottom. You can do whatever you want with this app. So this is your dashboard. And then if you go look at the bottom, there's challenges. You can like join these challenges. I don't really look at these, like I don't really use these. Guidance, like if you have any, if you want to like follow any of these workouts, I think that's really cool that Fitbit offers that. Community, you may want to join a community, and you can make friends, and yeah, you can write what are you up to, you can see everyone else. This guy is showing his sleep. Is it a girl? It's a girl, sorry. And then notifications, so this was from April 2nd. Way to go, your 17-minute walk was recognized on Smart Tracks. So I did take a walk on April 2nd, and messages, which I don't have any. So that is pretty much the app. It is really cool, and I really like using this app along with the actual Fitbit watch. So I will go ahead and go back to talking to you guys in person. Okay, so yay, the audio worked on that screen recording. So you guys just saw the screen recording of me showing you the app. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'm not a Fitbit expert, but I really have gotten into my Fitbit. I love it. I don't go a day without wearing it unless I have to charge it, and I hate charging it because I hate not wearing it. It really has helped me to kind of keep track of my health and be more mindful of what I'm putting in my body, whether it be water, food, or just aware of how I'm sleeping, or you know, how if I'm getting enough exercise, which I'm not, obviously, because I'm not exercising every day. And yeah, I just think it's a really cool thing to kind of get you motivated and get you kind of mindful of what you're doing with your life, sort of, I guess. So yeah, they have a ton of Fitbits, so definitely like do your research. Like you may not like the Fitbit Ultra HR, you may not want to know about your sleep, or like you may not want to, like, I don't know, this offers a lot, and some of them offer more and some offer less stuff, so you may want more or you may want less with your Fitbit. So just do your research on what you want. There's actually a quiz online, and I took this quiz, and it is like a Fitbit quiz, and it asks you questions, and then it tells you which Fitbit is like the right Fitbit for you. It's really cool. If I can find it, I'll link that down below. And I'm going to end this video because I know it's going to be so freaking long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to do a what's on my iPhone video. I guess that'll be my next video, hopefully. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment or message me. Find me on social media. It's always in the description. And please subscribe. I would love if you subscribed and gave this video a thumbs up. And I think that's it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.